hectic.
And of course, it's joined Wonga, and right now we're about to talk about once we get to that weight, maintaining it, and of course the big major issue, which is injury. Now, I mean, you did mention a little earlier just how how serious injuries can be, but just to talk about injuries a little bit, what are some little minimal injuries that we might not realize that start occurring now that might worsen in the future?
I think there's three body parts that are very, very important when it comes to injuries. I mean, your back is one of them.
Okay.
That's chronic. Your ankles and your knees. And a lot of times, I mean, if you play soccer, you get kicked in the ankle and you walk it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you always get that.
And I've always said to people, if you've got an eye problem, you go to an optometrist. If you've got a back problem, you don't go to your spine and get a massage.
That's
you go to your chiropractor. And a lot of us don't actually treat our injuries very well. I mean, we see them as like these little things, especially with your knees and your ankles. Whenever they're not sore, we think they're fine. And then we go out and do high intensity training again, and then they break, and then you need an operation, and then you're out for the whole year or two. So as soon as there's a niggle, listen to your body. There's an old saying, no pain, no gain. It's very incorrect. When there's pain, that is your body's way of telling you to stop.
Okay, now, I mean, you're all talking about no pain, no gain. Now, what if we eventually get to the certain weight or level where we want? How do we start maintaining at the, how do we start maintaining that level?
I think when people start training and start exercising, I mean, their common goal is got to be, first of all, yes, there's a weight issue. You want to get to a certain weight, and once you get there, but it's got to be a lifestyle choice. You know what I mean? So if you're going to go and eat a certain way and train a certain way, you got to basically do that for the rest of your life. Yes. Otherwise, you're going to go back to square one. So again, when people are dieting, it's got to be a lifestyle choice. You got to know this is the way I got to eat for the rest of my life. Otherwise, there's no real point of doing it.
Of course. Now, let's just, our last question over here is once we, trying to maintain the body, but sometimes, we get these injuries and you're sitting at home. What do we do once we have these injuries? Do we just stop? How do we continue? Do we continue with the diet? What is it that we have to do or focus on?
I think your rehab is probably one of the most important aspects. I mean, obviously, depending on what you're training, and of course, if you hurt your back, you do your legs. If you hurt your legs, you do your upper body. But again, same thing. I think you stay with the same principle. You stay eating well, because again, if you stop, you're going to be a weight. You're not training as much as you used to. And again, that's when it goes back to that partner I spoke about again. So if you've got a partner that you're training, somebody who's dedicated, is there with you. It's pretty much like any rehab. You need somebody to
push you a little bit.
To push a little bit, have your back, and it works with injuries as well.
Okay, now I mean, we want to show about how do we actually maintain and some of these little stretches. So why don't you just show me, even if it's one or two little stretches? Okay.
What I'm going to show you two stretches, very, very simple but very important.
Okay.
One is for the side strain. I mean, the side strain, you strain it, you're out for 6 weeks. And the other one is a hamstring, which is,
that's the most vital one.
That is the most vital one once you get it going. So basically, shoulder width apart again, you want to put your body.
Okay, so we put our hands together.
Put it up, and then you just slowly go to the one side, and you'll definitely feel it pulling about,
Okay, I feel that.
Okay, stop when it hurts, right? So don't push it. Okay, up again.
Up again.
And you want to go to that other side, and again, you'll feel it pulling. Stop when it hurts, and hold for a couple of seconds. Yeah, okay, cool. Up again, still holding it up. And then just go down and try to get, obviously, your hand as far away as possible. And try to get your head closest to your knees. Okay, and there, whoa, hello. And you obviously feel it on your hammies. Down you get, boy. Then you obviously feel it on your hammies, and then you hold it down again.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, there we go. As soon as it starts to hurt, that's when you stop, and that's when you hold. All right, you can go up. And again,
Okay. I think I'm just going to let it go, maybe stretch a little bit more. But why don't we just go for a young commercial break, and when we come back, before that, we'll show you just But I think you guys need to continue with the stretch. Oh, man, why is it hurting me?
Because, again, 6 weeks, bro. You can be out for
hectic.